So
It's a good initiative
yeah.
actually to learn about the population studies and where it taught and how we can get admission in IIPS. What is the opportunity? Okay.
Uh-huh.
If you see the global level job opportunity, so now it is growing skill-based opportunity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the machine learning skill or the policy perspective or evaluation related skills and knowledge, so to get the job is more easier than the other discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So myself, Margubur Rahman, I am actually belong from West Bengal and currently doing PhD in IIPS
Okay.
in Department of Migration and Urban Studies.
Okay. So what did you study before? So is this
Before
compulsory to
joining,
study? Is this compulsory to study maths in 12th and graduation? Math subjects?
no. If any student want to do any course from the IIPS, so there is only need one criteria to they are belong from the social science category, like geography or any other social science subject and science related subject also.
So
They are
maybe
only exclude the humanities and arts subject.
okay.
Except the humanities and arts subject, all are eligible to apply.
Okay. So what did you study in your bachelor?
I did in bachelor geography honors from West Bengal. Then I did masters in geography. Then I did masters of population studies from IIPS, and later I joined PhD.
Okay, so how did you know about IIPS? Who told you, or how did you find out? Or you
One
already
of my
know?
faculty member. No. Actually, one of my faculty member did a postdoc from IIPS,
Okay.
and then he told me about the IIPS. There is a lot of opportunity and learning environment. So I applied and get admission. So there is a three process. First you have to apply, then they screening the wall application. Like if the 4,000 application or 3,000 application, then screening the wall application. Then they listed out or 50% or 60% application. Then
Mm-hmm.
entrance exam. After that the interview.
Okay. And like there is an entrance exam for master programs in IIPS. So there is a different.
Yes, for every course.
That is
For
different,
every
right?
course.
And PhD exam is
Yes.
different.
Different. For when you want to join PhD, there is another entrance. After for MMSC or master's degree, there is also entrance exam. So there are different entrance exam.
Okay. So what is the what can you, if you know about different courses in IIPS? What is population
IPS.
study? If you want to explain some person, if he don't know, what will
Yes.
graduate will
Okay.
do, postgraduate
Yeah,
student
yeah,
will do,
yeah.
or PhD graduate will do?
Actually, population studies is a social science subject which deals about the population figures and facts and how it's occur or what is the reason behind the any incidents or any demographic change. Like if you talk about the population growth rate are faster in India than the China. So
Okay.
what is the reason behind the faster growth in China?
Okay.
So it is the social aspect or it is the any policy perspective also. So we have to evaluate. If you learn the population studies, so you can easily talk about why it's happening in India or it is why happening in another country. So what we need to do for the population policy if there is any changes or any the reattempt the existing policies, etc.
Okay. So means which kind of subjects they teach during a master's program? PhD is another thing. Maybe in PhD you
Yes.
just have to work out on
Yeah.
whatever the subject you or what do we say, your research work is, that is very specific.
Actually.
But in
Yes.
masters they study.
IPS provide four basic courses. First
Okay.
one is the MMSC in Population Studies.
Okay.
So who are they eligible to apply? The student who completed graduation in social science or science background.
Okay.
Then another on discipline is masters in biostatics and demography. The criteria is same. The student who are belong to the statistics background or any science background or social science background, they can apply.
Okay.
Then another one is the MPS, Master of Population Studies.
Okay.
So the student who already complete the master degree
Okay.
in geography or any other social science or science, they can join.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it's a 1-year program, right? Maybe.
Yes, 1 year.
Okay. So, which kind of organization hire these graduates? Like only government organization or private or non-profit or international organization? Do you know anything about?
Which
Like which kind of organization hire these students? Like which kind of?
from IIPS.
Yeah.
IIPS is a world recognized organization. So there is a job opportunity from the international and national level, any organization and also the government. Like if you apply for the teaching profession, so there is also eligible like the assistant professor from the IITs or any central universities or state universities. If you talk about the after completing only the graduate program or MMSc program, so there is also the job opportunities like the program evaluation manager or survey data field manager or any other also job like the NGOs like the Salam Mumbai NGO or Reliance Foundation NGO, etc. The several world recognized NGOs are recruiting the IIPS students who are completed or completing the master's degree from the IIPS, because IIPS provide a quality of education because they have the theory and also the how to analyze the data, how to evaluate the data, how to evaluate the program, how to monitor the program, how to conduct a survey. So they have the multi-purpose knowledge and they have also the quality of presentation and how do they conduct any human resource management program.
So maybe I guess they can analyze data as well as they can also change in policy, different policy to,
Yes.
or we can say decision making things based on
Yes.
their data. So
Yeah.
something like that. These two kind of thing they are studying maybe.
And not only the population data, but also the public health related data. Like if you talk about the India malnutrition, stunting, wasting, underweight. So where the undernutrients or stunting are considered and why it is clustered in the particular this region.
Okay.
So this type of the research issue, like the public health research issue also taught in IIPS, both in qualitative and quantitative and spatial analysis also.
So maybe these days, there are a lot of people do data science and things like that. So maybe
Yes.
this is also kind of, we can say similar, not
Yeah,
100%
yeah,
similar,
yeah.
but kind of similar thing.
It is the machine learning also included in the syllabus, because if you analyze any demographic large scale data, so there is need machine learning. It is very easier, it is time consuming, it is very advanced. Okay.
So do they
IIPS also provide.
Do they need?
The
Do
machine
they teach any kind of software like data management software or anything like that?
Yes, I have learned like the R software, like Stata, SPSS, and the quality several software like the Atlas TI software, ModTech software, how to project the population. Like the population in India now is 141 crore.
Okay.
So what will be the population at the 2050? So we can project that based on the software. So there is many advanced software in IIPS for learning, and it is completely free.
Maybe they are using open source software.
Yes, open source software.
So what kind of research you are doing right now, and how many years it will take approximately to finish?
Actually, I have now working with the homeless population, like the homeless women who are the street dwellers. So what are the status of the reproductive health behavior and what are the healthcare utilization among the homeless women? So if you see the data in India, 1.7 million population are residing in the street without any adequate or improved housing and health facilities. So there is need to analyze what are the issues among them and how they are facing the difficulties to access the reproductive healthcare behavior and healthcare access like the pregnancy registration or delivery. So if they feel the discrimination or not, or what are the other difficulties like socio-economic difficulties. So I just searching about these issues to show the what kind of the challenges and opportunities among the homeless women to access the healthcare and reproductive healthcare services.
So do they have a Aadhaar card? These kind of homeless people do they have Aadhaar card, or they don't have any kind of
No,
identification
but
cards?
many of them have no Aadhaar card. Actually, they are mobile population. They are not residing any place for a long time. They are
Mm.
changing their places for over the time. Like they are residing in a place for 5 years, then they move from another place. So the lack of the government documentation is the issue among the homeless
Mhm.
population.
So maybe some organization also pick up these kind of homeless people and give some shelter. Do you know any
Yes.
organization?
Many NGOs also providing, many NGO providing the shelter, and government also initiated to provide the shelter for temporary shelter,
Mm-hmm.
like in Kolkata and Delhi also.
Mm-hmm.
If you see, the many government shelters are available for the homeless populations.
Okay. And what kind of facilities uh, available in the campus? Do you like to share about something about campus life or
In
daily life?
IPS, yeah, I digital library also, and the remote access, like if you want to learn about the any books from your home, you have to access remote access. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
another one is the high class lab also available, where we have to learn the any software already I have told, like the ArcGIS software,
Mm-hmm.
which is beneficial to analyze the spatial analysis, and like the R software, which
Mm-hmm.
is very useful to show the any graph or any projection very easier, and the
Mm-hmm.
advanced Excel, etc. So there is facilities also, the hostel facilities in campus, and there all have the mess also
Mm-hmm.
for the
So
fooding.
food is also good.
Yes, food is also very good.
Mm-hmm.
They maintain international level food quality.
So I guess unlike medical college or engineering college, they don't require those colleges require a big kind of lab or things like that. But for studying social science, they have classrooms, library, and some basic laboratory or things like that.
Yes,
And so that is
yes.
all kind of things are available. And
Yes, and another thing is that if you get any person get in a IIPS for
mm,
MA, MSc or any other master subject, the government of India provide the 5,000 scholarship per student for
for
per month.
masters
Okay. Yes, for master's
for
course.
1 month or how many? How?
And for per month
Wow,
during the
that is good.
course.
And what about PhD
Yeah.
scholars? Do they provide the same or more?
For PhD scholar, no, for PhD scholar who have the GRF, Junior Research Fellowship,
Mm-hmm.
they providing the which provided by the government of India, and who have no NET or national eligibility test,
Mm-hmm.
they also getting a scholarship around 20,000.
Okay,
Okay,
so that is good.
and who have only NET, they also get same scholarship from the institute, like 37,000.
And what is the hostel fee like for you? How much do you need to
For
spend on your food and residence? Because we know that Mumbai is very expensive and very less
Yes,
space.
yeah. Mumbai is very expensive for this kind of region.
Yeah.
Many of facing difficulties. But in IIPS, for the masters students, the institutes provide the hostel facilities, and only rent is 4,000. I think 400 for
400.
per
Oh,
month.
that's very
Yes,
less.
400.
It's enough.
Yes, very less.
We can easily
Yeah.
stay over there.
Easily stay, and it is very good quality. Only two students are for a one room per
One,
room.
one,
Okay.
one room. Okay, that is really
Yeah.
nice. And
Yeah.
what about how many years approximately it will take to finish your PhD? Have you think about
It's
it or
maximum 5 years.
5 years?
It's max
Okay.
max 5 years.
And during this time, maybe you can join some teaching or we can
Yeah.
say as a faculty or somewhere in the Mumbai?
Yes. Yes. Many of our seniors already got job in the many prestigious central university in recent years,
Mm-hmm.
and many of them also working in WHO, UNICEF, and also World Bank, and many international institutes. They are occupying the high position and very prestigious position.
Mm-hmm. And is there any kind of student exchange in MSc and other master program, like they go and study maybe in Germany or anywhere else?
Yeah. Sometimes it happens, but it is not regular. If any student interested to go abroad for their further studies, like PhD or the double masters, then institute can provide the everything for like the recommendation letter and how to communicate with the international level organization. So in every year, if you see the IIPS website, every year minimum of 15 to 20 students are going abroad for PhD or master's
Wow.
degree.
So maybe in the
And
European countries
not
also have
only,
this kind of course, right? They also teach
yeah.
this kind of population study for their country
It
or something like that.
same course. Yeah. And IIPS alumni are the family. I think it is a blurring. So,
Yeah. Wait. It will take a little bit time. Now you can say. So actually, my question is that maybe in European countries, or we can say Canada, USA, they also have this kind of course over there, population study, or with some other another name. Do you understand my question?
which one?
So actually, I asked that maybe in European countries they also have a similar kind of course over there
Yeah.
to
Similar
do
kind of course.
population study of their country and do some policy related work based on population data. So maybe Indian student go and study there.
Every year, IIPS like Cambridge University, like Hostel University in Europe, the world recognized university, they are doing PhD after completing the masters from the IIPS. Okay. And like if you talk about in January, Max Planck University, which is very recognized university in the world for the policy purpose.
Which one? Which one? Can you say again?
Max Planck University, Max Planck Institute.
In which countries?
Yeah. It's Germany.
Germany. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So I guess maybe a lot of student graduate from IIPS, they get opportunity in government sector. So it's a kind of stable job, long-term
yes.
job kind of thing, we can say.
Yeah. That's
Central,
like if you see the
central jobs like
central jobs. Okay, so when you completing the any graduate degree from the social background, so there is job opportunity like the teaching job opportunities. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is the same thing like to the other university. But what are the advanced level in the IIPS? So if you any student completing the graduate from the other university to on the social science like the geography or other subject, so they have only option to do the teaching.
Yeah.
Okay, or the civil servants.
Yeah.
But when a student join the IIPS, they have the two opportunities. Like one is the teaching and another is the he or he can join the any organization or any survey project. And therefore they are giving the handsome salary like 35-40,000 for the only graduate student.
And I guess it will reach more than 60,000, 70,000
yes,
after 5 years experience.
After 5 years, it is 80 or 70,000.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And is there any kind of events or entrepreneurship events, startup events is organizing in the IIPS? Is there any kind of thing which is useful for other social work students? Do you know anything about?
And they are organizing. Yes, they are organizing this type of the things like workshop. Yeah.
So maybe you just you are doing PhD, so you are not connected with those kind of events, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the master students are interested in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And IIPS also very festival friendly. We
Yeah, a lot of
organize
festivals.
and celebrate all the events like the southern events, Onam, and also the Odisha, which are the Odisha's festivals like the Bengali festival, Saraswati, and also Ganesh Puja, etc. Every event are very colorful live in
Mhm.
IIPS
So
and
we can
national.
say it's a great experience of connecting whole India at one place.
Yes, it. Oh yeah. IIPS provide to learn all
Indian culture,
Indian festival and culture in a
one
campus.
place. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So have you ever seen any Gujarati person is doing study over there? Have you met
yeah,
someone?
yeah, yeah.
So maybe
One
he's
or two, one or two student I seen in IIPS from Gujarat. Yeah.
maybe they are from Ahmedabad or Baroda, right?
I
Did
think
you
they
ask
are
them?
from Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
Ahmedabad. Right.
Because in Gujarat, lot of means after so much time, students start preparing for IIT. Students start preparing for UPSC right now. Otherwise, maybe last 7 years they come to know about these things. Otherwise, we have a top
Yes,
designing institute like NID, NIFT, mass communication college like MICA, IIM Ahmedabad.
yes,
But there are no Gujarati person is studying over there.
yes.
People from other state come, they know,
Other state.
but Gujarati people don't prepare, or maybe they have some scares. They scare from these kind of entrance test. Very less IPS, IAS officer become from Gujarat. But since last maybe 6-7 years, lot of coaching centers are started in all major cities for IIT, for NID, NIFT entrance exam, for
Yes,
what we say, IM is GATE exam. Uh, but still, yeah, GATE exam for GATE for master in IIT,
yeah,
it is not popular right now because I guess it requires too much investment because there is not central exam, they have subject wise
yeah,
exam. So if someone want to start
yeah.
coaching, it requires a lot of
But I
faculty.
think for IIPS there is no need to take any coaching
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the question is multiple choice and question are basically from the population data like where the literacy rate is higher, where the literacy rate is low, where the population density is higher, how the population change in India. All are the MCQ questions and the some are the basic English and basic reasoning and basic mathematics and general knowledge. Okay,
yeah.
the current affairs question.
But
So if any
student,
student has,
but at least student know that this kind of opportunity available, then they will apply. If they don't know
yeah,
how big is IIPS, uh, you know, they will never approach for that,
yeah.
something like that. So that is the problem. That's why I ask you that how many Gujarati person you see in the campus, because I guess there is one university in Baroda, MS University. So their students used to go in like Teach for India programs. They go for that. This kind of things they join. They know about this thing because
Yeah.
the environment is like that. But in other cities or other towns, they don't know Teach for India, which is very
Yeah,
popular.
actually,
It's
yeah,
very basic and popular everywhere, but still they
yes,
don't know.
yes. They don't know. Actually, in India, something which is we are habituated with the traditional education.
Traditional,
Like
yes.
we known about the geography, known about the sociology, known about the physics, chemistry, etc. So we are habituated to learn about those type of the discipline.
Yeah,
But if you see that the emerging subject like the artificial intelligence,
yeah,
like the population studies, like the demography, public health, clinical
yeah.
epidemiology, so these subjects are growing globally because in every situation, if you take the any policy perspective or policy evaluation, for this subject are very playing the crucial role. Like already we faced the COVID-19
Yeah,
situation.
we can say
So in
disaster management
IIPS,
as well.
yeah. So in IIPS predict earlier where the COVID mortality is higher, where it the hotspot zone of the COVID-19 mortality. So government can easily take initiative to improve the health facilities or any other aspect. Also, what we do for the in future for the policy or the health management.
Mhm.
So I think there is need to advertisement of the new discipline, what are the beneficial for our country to build the sustainable development or sustainable development for the society.
And maybe we can say there is a lot of research work opportunity as well in these different
Yeah,
fields.
yeah,
So
the different.
students also think about that also, rather
Yeah,
than just thinking about doing MBA or just MBA or just UPSC preparation, or they also think about doing some research work and go in that way. I guess it will help
yeah,
them to
because yes,
support
because
Indian economy
IPS.
and Indian uh, research work, we can say, which will help
Yeah.
nationally or globally.
When you learn the multidisciplinary approach, okay, any subject like the population studies or public health or other subject, so we have the knowledge about the health as well as the why it's happening, as well as the what are the policies. So the different knowledge we have to get from the subject.
Yeah, so that is very important, and we have
Yeah,
to start thinking little bit broad rather than just
yeah, yeah.
following others.
Yes,
It's really
it's
nice.
give us to think the broader sense.
Yeah.
And when a UPSC aspirant are doing for their preparation, so if they have the population studies means they have the sociology knowledge, they have the population knowledge, they have the geographical knowledge, okay, they have the economic knowledge, how the poor people are more vulnerable to the health.
Okay.
So they have the lot of knowledge, okay, which is helpful to for their UPSC exam also.
Yeah. So double benefit they can take.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If the any student want to do UPSC, so you just they do any masters from the IPS, they prepare for the UPSC.
UPSC. So it's
So
a win-win
yeah,
situation, we can say.
yeah,
Mhm. It's really
it is
nice.
very helpful for them because in UPSC question they are asking about the what are the situation in India and what are the policies and what will we do for the improvement in India or development for the India.
Mhm.
So we are in IIPS basically they are taught in this subject.
This kind of thing, and practical knowledge, we
Yeah,
can say theoretical, practical, both
yeah,
knowledge.
yes.
So rather than just going for coaching, they have to update their education
As a
like
coach.
this, and then go for UPSC exams. It will maybe help to
APS.
clear interviews as well.
Yes, for
Yes.
every purpose because survey conduct or any project conduct and management, they have also skill how to manage project, how to conduct a project, how to build a project.
Mhm.
Okay,
It will be very helpful in that way
very
also.
helpful.
So is there any kind of other institute teach same kind of course other than IIPS in India? Do you know any?
Yeah. Like Kerala University also taught the population studies,
Okay.
and in one institute in the Odisha Pogirmon University also
Mhm.
providing the population studies, and many university now are starting this
This
course.
course, like
Yeah.
a lot of universities started development studies course the same
Yes,
way, I guess.
yeah, yes.
Okay. It's really
And
nice.
if you told about the population studies or social science, there is only two institute in India very popular. One is the TIS, Tata Institute of Social
Yeah.
Science, and another is the IIPS.
IIPS.
So basically, Tata Institute of Social Science providing the social aspect,
Mhm.
and most of the research are quality purpose. But in IIPS, the both quantitative and qualitative.
Okay. So that is the difference.
That is the difference.
I guess we have discussed a lot of interesting things. So it will be very helpful for take some career decisions and
Yeah,
some little bit of awareness about this kind of social work courses for new generation. I guess they will start thinking
yes,
other than
yes,
engineering or medicine or maybe CA. Now they will have some other option as well.
yeah.
India need this kind of
And most
graduate
of
also.
the no, in IPS no graduate courses are available, only the masters.
Yeah, but I just want to say that India needs this kind of graduates,
Yeah,
like master graduates or whatever we can say.
yes. And information is available in the IIPS website, iipsindia.ac.in. So all the information are clearly written, like how to apply, how to prepare for the exam. The model question also available in the website. Okay. So no problem for this.
It's nice talking with you. If I have some
Yeah.
questions in my mind, I will write it down on
Okay.
email. Okay. So
Okay,
or
sure,
if
sure.
someone asks a question in the comment section, so we will also compile and discuss it later.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So thanks for your time and all the best for
And
your
thank you
research.
also. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Okay, it's a very great pleasure to inform me to talk about the population studies. Actually,
Yeah.
many of the students don't know about this discipline and what are the opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it will be helpful for the student for joining the IIPS or the any another university to adopt the others discipline what are the growing in the country or globally.